Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video. Today we've got 5 figures from Spy Family to open. So let's get right into it. We'll start with your Pop-Up Parade. Some super basic. Kind of ordered this one before a lot of the figures. Honestly, I probably wouldn't get this one if I could go back, but it's already too late, so let's get it out of the box and see what we think of it. And maybe I'll change my opinion. I'm already liking that the base is not a hexagon, at least. Still a bit big, though. Looks like her weapons are wrapped up here. Let's see if we can get this open. Is that only one of them? Okay, interesting. I guess maybe she only... Oh, that wasn't actually in a package. Okay. My back. All right. Yeah, it looks like maybe she only has one of them. That's just the one. Stiletto, or whatever these are called. I'm not sure where it's supposed to go either. I guess maybe she's just, yeah, it looks like she's just holding it in this hand. Like that. Okay. Yeah, just slide it up from the bottom. Pull it through from the top. There's that. It's pretty blunted, almost looks like a magic wand. Base is kind of an ugly color. It's like white. I would have preferred black. Would have gone with her clothes. I guess they were trying to go for like contrast so that her clothes didn't blend in with the base. Honestly, you could have done it like clear too. So there's the Your Pop-Up Parade. Honestly, I don't like it that much. It's okay. I'm planning on separating out my Pop-Up Parades and stuff like that into a separate display, so it'll be okay. I won't mind having it in that separate display, but honestly, yeah, I wouldn't recommend this one. It's not a good Pop-Up Parade in my opinion. Pretty much all the other ones that I've gotten recently I've liked a lot more. Hate to be negative, but yeah, I gotta be honest about my opinion. And I'm not super judgmental when it comes to figures. That one, I don't know. I don't like the pose that much. The face is okay. I don't like the base. Yeah, maybe it'll grow on me. Who knows? In the meantime, we can move on to this one. We got the Your Forger 1/7 scale. This is the FNEX. Rest of the box isn't very interesting. I'm not going to bother showing that off. I'm having trouble with this thing though, so let's see if I can get this without tearing it. There we go. Alright, so this is the FNEX Your. Got tape on the side. And looks like we didn't get cracking. Alright, easy crack. Like that. Looks like her weapons have some plastic over them, so let's remove that. That is really stuck on there. Put these to the side. Let's get her base out first. I don't know what the point of putting tape on that is. Like, I'm going to be able to undo the tape. It just tears. Here's the base. It's nice concrete. The nice thing about this is it links up with the Anya and Lloyd's. And we're going to find out if it links up with another figure that I have a feeling it links up with, even though it's made by another manufacturer. So I'm excited to find out if my theory is true. Let's get all of the plastic off of Yor real quick. Everything just slides off. Don't have to remove any pieces to get the plastic off. Here's Yor. Let me see. Maybe if I change the spectrum of this light, it'll look a little better. Does that look better on camera? A little bit. So there's Yor. Looks like base goes this way. Okay. Right off the bat, you can tell. See if I can get the right angle. That doesn't line up. So you do have to bend the legs slightly to get it to line up. Let's get the back one in first and then bend the legs. There. Okay. All right. It's not too bad once she's in there. I'm a little bit worried about side to side that you could actually either break the pegs, or this base itself is kind of flimsy. So you could actually break that piece that the peg goes into. So definitely be careful about side to side with this one. Front to back, all it's going to do is pop off the pegs. Let's get her weapons in her hands. These just slide into place. Not a super tight fit. This one I'm going to have to do from the back. Yeah, pretty loose fit in the hand overall. I definitely like this figure. This is a really nice one. Still kind of basic. The face isn't the best. In real life, it's a little bit wonky, but you know, it's a serious face. She just looks better with a happy face, honestly. So I wouldn't say it's a bad face. It's just the facial expression is serious and therefore a little bit boring. Nice figure though. Definitely one of the better ones right now that you can get. There may be a really good one in the future that comes out, but again, the nice thing about this one is also that it links up with the other figures in the series. So if you get all of them and put them next to each other, the bases connect. Now let's move on to some Anya figures. This is actually classified on my figure collection as a trading figure. I would still classify it as a prize figure. I'm not sure what the exact difference in the definitions of both are, though, so it's possible that this does qualify more as a trading figure. I always consider those to be like small individual figures, though, not a set like this. This tape just seems to go all the way around, so I'm going to cut that. And then the entire package is just bubble wrap. It's actually just, yeah, it's actually a bubble wrap sleeve, not taped at the front, so we can actually just carefully dump all this stuff out. Let's get the box out of the way. Just carefully let gravity do the work for us. Looks like Anya got some tape on her head. There we go. There's Anya. It's really cute. There's Agent Penguin, or whatever she calls him. And then we just got a floor and a wall. Floor and the wall go together. Just little spots for their feet to go in. Anya goes here. Actually, her pegs do not seem to want to go in very well. This could just be a quality issue. I might need to glue her in place. Yeah, looks like her pegs don't want to cooperate. Let me try putting her in first and then putting in the wall. Tilt down the camera so you can see what's going on a little better. And let me see who makes this too. Who actually made this? This is made by... Might just have to put it in the thumbnail or the description because I'm not seeing anything that's obvious. Unless it's just for you. I thought that's just the animation company. I'm not seeing any... it says Good Smile Company, so maybe this is just a Good Smile figure. I'm not sure. It's interesting, though. I didn't see this on their website. Now, let's see if we can somehow get her to stay. Yeah, she does not like to stay for whatever reason. Let's see if this guy does. I'm just going to super glue her in place, though, if I can't get her to stay. He stays better, but Anya does not want to stay. She wants to just fall forwards. I think one of her pegs might be slightly too wide for the hole. It seems like she's pushing herself out. I think it's this left peg here is too wide for the hole that it's trying to go into. So it's possible that if I just wiggle her enough and hold it in place, it'll kind of conform itself to the hole and stay in instead of popping out. Ta-da! Alright. So yeah, I just like that one. I thought it was really cute. There's not too many figures of her with the penguin, so it was super cheap. I like it. Now moving on to the next one, we got a prize figure of Anya watching TV. I do have the calendar coming as well. We still got plenty of Spy Family stuff on the way, and I managed to nab that desk calendar that everybody wanted. So that'll show up whenever. I use Surface Mail. My stuff takes like 2 months to get here. It just disappears into the ether when it's overseas. So I have no idea. I have, let's see, I had 13, I got 12, so I have 11 packages right now that I'm waiting on. I think only 2 or 3 of them are in the US. Everything else is overseas, and I've been waiting on it for like a month. So we have a lot of stuff coming. I just don't know exactly when. Let's crack this open. I will say this figure was a lot bigger than I expected it to be when I bought it. From the pictures, it looked a lot smaller. This is almost like a scale figure, honestly. The quality isn't the best. The paint quality on the hair, it looks okay from a distance, but if you look at it up close, it's kind of weird. You can definitely tell the bottom of her is like a little bit lower quality. It's not bad though, honestly. That's like really good quality for what this figure is. This is probably one of the best prize figures that I've seen. TV is actually chunky. I expected this to be lighter. It's definitely hollow, and it's definitely just a rigid plastic, but it's actually got some weight to it. Not seeing any major issues. The print on it's really good, or however they apply that. I believe there were multiple versions of this figure, at least one more that had her in a red dress, and I think she was watching a different show, but I wanted her watching the standard Spy Man, and I like her in the black anyways, so I like this one better. It's just more classic. Then it looks like there's some extra things here. I'm not sure what these are for. I'm gonna have to get them out first. Let's try to get them out here, and we'll see what these are. Was there supposed to be something else that came with this? Because it's showing there's supposed to be stuff that you can put in the bottom here, like toys and stuff. But I'm not seeing that. It looks like these are stands for the TV. But this is showing stuff here. But I don't know if it's supposed to come with that or not. Or if maybe that's from another set. I can't read what it says on the box, so I'm not sure. I believe this was pre-owned, so I guess technically it could be missing stuff, but I'm not seeing anywhere on the packaging that would come with that stuff. So I'm thinking maybe that's just extra. Maybe that's something that comes with another prize figure that you can use for this. But we can at least put the legs on the TV. It is a little annoying that that's going to be empty, but I guess I can just use the TV to cover that hole. So, let's see how easy it is to get these legs on. Oh, it looks like the antenna is removable for some reason. Unless it just like sticks up, maybe you can adjust it. Nah, it's just a separate piece for some reason. So it's the easiest way to build it. Looks like the legs all have specific holes that they go in. Not encountering a lot of resistance or anything, except on this one. And maybe they all do go in. They're all different orientations, though. Maybe one of those went in the wrong hole. Maybe this hole just... There we go. That hole was just tighter than the rest. So there's the TV. I'm not sure, honestly, if she was supposed to come with other little pieces that she just didn't come with. Let's see if we can get the TV to block this. Yeah. Just do her like that for now. That way you can't really see it. I'm going to have to find out if she was supposed to come with any other little pieces that maybe I got gypped on. I don't think I'm missing anything that was in the package. No. We'll have to see, but we can move on to the last figure here. I don't think I'm going to have enough room on the table, though, so we're going to have to move stuff over. Just move you out of the way entirely. There we go. So, this is the Kotobukiya 1/7 scale. There is a... who makes it again? This one? The FNEX. So the people who make this. There's a Lloyd and an Anya FNEX with the same base that all connect together. But I noticed that this Kotobukiya Anya Riding Bond also has a very similar base to this. And so I'm wondering if this one will connect with this one. It doesn't really matter. I actually have the FNEX of this one on order. I wasn't planning on getting it, but I saw it pre-owned for half retail. It was super cheap. I think it was like $50 or something. So, you know, 1/7 scale for $50. Might as well go for it. As you can see, that base looks very similar to this one. I'm not sure if they're going to match entirely, but I was very curious if they would link up. If Kotobukiya basically saw the FNEX Anya and said, bet, hold my beer. Now I'm having trouble getting this box open, so I'm moving it out of the camera just so I can more carefully pop it open without tearing the box. There we go. Let's carefully get the inner packaging out. Toss the box. And this thing's big. Alright. Looks like we got extra wide tape. They used the wide tape on this one. Now let's see, do we have any ghost tape on this one? I just clearly cut through all the pieces of tape on this. So Is there suddenly going to be one that didn't get cut through? That seems to keep happening to me for some reason. Ooh. A little bit tight on the snaps, but not nearly the worst I've encountered. I just always hate it when these are too tight. Makes the unboxing experience really unpleasant. Alright, we got lots and lots and lots of plastic. Okay. So here's Anya. That is really, really good. I mean, Kotobukiya pretty much never misses. I think occasionally they can miss on a face, but they definitely did not on this. That is great. She also comes with a serious face, but I think I'm going to keep the... or at least a more serious face. I don't know. I really like this one. I think I'm going to keep that face on. But this face is really well done, too. I'm going to set that to the side. Okay, yeah. So the base is very similar. It is hollow. I'll show you in a second here. Let me just get... There's a whole... Wow, this is interesting. I got to show this off. Let me move this out of the way, because this is the first time I've seen something like this. So first of all, the base is very similar. It is hollow. I think it is a different shading color, but what's interesting is the way that they did this underneath Bond. There's actually like a blister underneath him, acting as like a cushion, so he can't push down. So obviously there's a risk of pushing down on him and having these two just break on you. So obviously what they want you to do is remove him from the base. Or he might actually be permanently affixed there. You might just slide this out. Yeah, he might be permanently affixed to the base. We'll just slide that out. There we go. There's Bond. Definitely very front heavy, so you don't want to push. You want to make sure you don't have anything push on him, because that will break the figure. Let's get Anya. She is magnetic, so that is a magnet that's holding her on there. It's not super strong, so it shouldn't damage any paint, but that is a magnet. I don't know if it'll support her whole weight, though. I think if it... yeah, she will fall off. It's a pretty weak magnet. Just barely enough to hold her in place, and that's it. And then her hand actually goes into a handprint on Bond's back there. So she's relatively secure, but she will fall. Now the moment of truth. Do these link up? Looks like the bricks are different sizes, so not exactly, unfortunately. There might be a spot where you can make it work, but no, unfortunately they don't entirely link up. Still, they match somewhat. But like I said, I do have the Anya that goes with this series coming anyway, so we will have one that matches up perfectly with this base as soon as that shows up. This figure, though, on its own, aside from this one, just pretend that one doesn't exist for a second. This figure on its own, fantastic. Definitely recommend this one. Would definitely recommend it over the FNEX one with just Anya standing. This is like the best Anya figure on the market right now, for sure. The face is fantastic. The sculpt is awesome. Bond is great. The paint on everything is just really good. Again, my only complaint would be that the base itself is kind of flimsy and hollow and light. Does seem like there is a risk of it breaking. If anything ever puts too much pressure here, that's going to break for sure. But, you know, tiny complaints, little complaints. You gotta work with something if you want to pose like this, a dynamic pose. So I'm willing to take it for having the nice dynamic pose. Gonna probably try to have her at an angle like that so you get this. Fantastic figure. 10 out of 10 for that. Let's see. Doesn't have to line up exactly. It's all gray brick. It looks nice. In any case, I believe that's all of the figures that I needed to open for this video. But stay tuned for more Spy Family in the future, because we got plenty more stuff coming from this series. Hope you guys are watching and enjoying Season 2, if you're watching this around the time when I upload it. And hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.